Welcome everybody to the second day of 31 Days of Horror, and today we take a look at 1980's The Fog. So this is directed by John Carpenter, who would also do Halloween before this, and then subsequently going to do the likes of The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, which is getting a 4K release later this year, as well as Christine. So this is a supernatural horror film, clocking in at 90 minutes long, had a budget of only $1.1 million, but went on at the box office in the US at least to make 21.3 million, so definitely a big success. Went on to also stars the likes of Adrienne Barbeau, who was also going to star in likes of Creepshow and Swamp Thing, as well as Tom Atkins, who would star in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, Night of the Creeps, and Maniac Cop. You also got Jamie Lee Curtis, so obviously before this went in, it was in Halloween. But in terms of other horror films, her filmography has not been the greatest outside of that series. Not a massive fan of Terror Train or Prom Night, but Road Games that come out the year after this is excellent. Also stars Hal Holbrook, who was also in Creepshow, and finally Janet Leigh, who was obviously a well-known star from the likes of Psycho, one of the original iconic horror films. So yeah, folks, get ready to celebrate the centenary of Antonio Bay, but many had suffered due to the crimes that founded this town. Now they rise from the sea under the cover of the fog to claim retribution. So, although I still have my issues with this film, there is no doubt that this is an efficient and well directed effort that has a great deal of atmosphere and a good cast. The score is also excellent. The production, considering it's quite small budget, is really impressive. Now it actually was even smaller than that. It was around $900,000, but when John Carpenter came to editing the film, he realised he didn't have much of a film there that he was enjoying. So there were reshoots and additional scenes that were shot that bumped up the budget, but still 1.1 million isn't all that much, especially compared to some films from the period. The pacing is on point, there is some effective tension, the cinematography is great, and it is engaging throughout. Just a shame that the kills aren't all that great. It could do with a bit more characterization, and the script isn't particularly strong, while also Jamie Lee Curtis's character, once this second night hits on this film, because there's the first night when a strange going on happens, you have a few kills to start with, then goes into the daytime, you get a bit of characterization with her and Tom Atkins' character, but then as the second night comes around, she seems to just fall into the background, and it's just a little bit annoying, really, especially considering she is one of the more well-known cast members in terms of the horror genre at this point, because she's been in Halloween. Adrienne Barbeau was making her filmography, a feature film debut with this film. So was Tom Atkins, I think, as well. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a shame that she fell into the background, really. Although it's understandable because she was written for the film, um, purely because John Carpenter felt sorry for her that she wasn't really getting any big roles after the massive success of Halloween. So yeah, that's probably why she feels a bit of an afterthought, because she kind of was. So yeah, this steelbook is excellent. I don't think it's in print anymore, although the 4K that this has within the steelbook is still in print. Yeah, looks excellent. Really like the look of the steelbook itself. Sorry, it's a bit dirty and such, but I have had it quite some time. In fact, it's also scratched, but that's just the way it goes. That with steelbooks, they do take damage quite easily, and that is just a little bit of a shame about them. But still, you get the overall idea about the way that it looks in terms of the design, and I really do like the look of it. The 4K itself looks great. Whether or not it needs a new update to that kind of format, I don't know, but still looks great. You got a couple of sound options as well, 2.0 and 5.1 surround sound. So, and the 5.1 sounds really good as well. But yeah, it's about the film with this a series of reviews that we're doing for this October, and yeah, the film is really really good. 4 out of 5. Not my favourite John Carpenter. I would say Halloween and The Thing, in terms of his horror output, are better, but it does rank alongside In the Mouth of Madness and Christine, and it's certainly better than the likes of Ghosts of Mars, which is still my least favourite film of his that I have seen. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you've seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.